Has the music gone off? Let me know if it's too loud. I've just been setting it up and it still seems a little bit loud. How are we all doing? Happy New Year to you. Matt Polly. I've got to tell you, I couldn't tell you that I was typing. I was actually riding round with my phone inside my pocket. And it deleted you, not me. So I felt terrible. I heard John say, who's deleted people? And when I looked, I thought, I wonder who he is. And it was me. So I hope it's coming through clear. I've got I don't know if anybody's seen, I've just done a video. I bought a mixer, but it's a caster mixer. And when I went onto Zoom, it went absolutely balmy and all a load of noise came through with it. So I've turned it down, but it seems to be about right. So hopefully you can hear me. Good evening, Dave Lloyd. Nice to see you. So let's just go down the chat before 25 million people. I've got my earphones in because I'm expecting Bill to pop in at any minute, but he probably won't. He's probably looking at in about 2 hours. One thing I've noticed is that microphone doesn't have pick up bloody vaping, so I have to vape this pod. So I've had a busy day. I've been doing that video. It seemed to take me forever and ever and ever and ever and ever for some reason. Probably because my head's not switched on. I'm home alone today. My wife's been spending time in London. Yeah, I just wanted to clear that up, Matt. I don't delete anybody for anything because the thing is, I always believe that people are entitled to their opinion, and unless it's something really abusive or like one of them rogues that come in and start being rude, then I do. If it's being abusive or something like that. Oh, that sounds well, doesn't it? We're not having that one then. Guess who was in Top Chat, by the way? Just saying. So I don't know if Bill's seen my message, but I think I can wing it on my own. If anybody wants to come in, give us a shout and I'll send you a link. Because I'm already ready, organised. See what I mean? I don't really want to put the Zoom in chat, so let's just go down here. Anyway, Matt Polly, we love you. Nice to see you. Here he is. I knew he'd turn up at some point. James Riviera, good evening to you, mate. Nice to see you. Ben M, good evening nice to see you. You're green. We love you. Golf BN, we love you too. Shall we just put the Monday night one on? Look at that transition. We've now got the full thing round now. We look real professional. Can you hear me all right, Bill? Good. Yeah, you're coming through well, yeah. I'm just going to go down this chat, Bill. We got to you, so hi, chat. James again. Good evening, Bick. Sorry to hear about your trouble, mate. I really did enjoy that video the other day. It was nice to... I don't know if you've seen it, Bill. He was in a vape shop in France, and the guy was making coils and all sorts of things. It was like the old days, a bit like we're back to 2016. Matt Polly 3 times, Vaping Bitnet Reality, good evening to you, Mr. Vape Gems, and obviously we've got the little thing there. I don't know, you'll have to follow Graham for his discounts, because we're not, he don't give us anything like that. We're not that lucky, really. There's a big blue line next to that. Right, yeah, okay. Shall I switch it on? Shall I switch it on? I was just telling everybody how organised I was as well. Right, try again, Bill.
Okay,
there
yeah.
You go. You're on now.
Can you see me now?
Can you see me now? That was the Craig and Kelly. That was funny, that. I enjoyed that. Sadly, they've took hiatus for a few weeks, but hopefully they'll get themselves settled down again. I genuinely like them lads. I think they're really, really funny. Net Reality, yeah. Don't forget to have a look at Vape Gems because, poor old lad. Dave Lloyd, always nice to see you, mate. Happy New Year to you. Sorry, I'm just going down. Vaping Snowman, nice to see you, mate. I think he's another Mick or a Mike. It's all the same people. Billy Vape God, good evening to you, mate. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. I think we're doing above the clouds.
It's 17, so.
Oh, yeah. Above the clouds, Ian. Nice to see you, mate.
Yes.
Hope you've had a good bit of time off and that. You'll be all back at work tomorrow, won't you? Oof. It's going to be some... Gred, Happy New Year to you, mate, and we love you. Nice to see you again.
It's a new year? Wait.
Well, didn't you see the... did you see the intro? There's a little FG24 in the corner.
Oh no, I didn't catch that, but I'll watch for it next time.
That took me about 6 seconds, I think, to do that. It's so easy now with this new graphics card. It used to take about 20 minutes for the all the thing to come through. For it to render. Well, now it just straight through, and I did the outro in about 6 seconds. Wait, oh, Bill on a Mac.
On a
Bill
Mac.
on a Mac. Yeah.
You happen to catch me with the Chief King on the
Wow.
Keen. Yeah.
Have you been blowing those all weekend and all Christmas?
Well, I fired up this yesterday.
Oh, the Luxottics.
Yes, and then it's still got a round wire build in it.
Simon,
I was like, man, that's just not tasting very good. So I broke out the Chief King, which has got some guy used to make coils over in Ireland. I don't know if you know him or not, but it's got a couple of them.
It's a failed coal builder, apparently.
Yeah, and it's got a couple of them in it. And I guess maybe it's one of the sets he actually got right or something, because these seem to work pretty good.
The odd one used to be all right. That was the problem. I think it was quality. Quality control. 0.1, nice.
They're 0.10s, so they're not going to go in a series. I'm not doing series at 0.1. No.
If you flick the switch over, if you remember, parallel.
Yeah, they'll go parallel, but if I'm underdo it. So I just stuck them. I just fired this thing up and put it on the Keen.
I ain't vaped to Mech for a while. I've got another one of them tanks, the I tank, the one that came, the Vaporesso I tank, another 8mm one. I didn't realise you can actually buy the bubble glasses over here. So good. Nice to see you, Simon. Good evening, mate.
Yeah, I did up. I had done that salted caramel, which is kind of like a malted caramel mix type thing, and I've been vaping it in a sub-ohm tank, and I thought, I wonder what this thing would be like in a mech. So I popped it in a mech, and ironically enough, it might be a little better in the mech, but it's not a whole lot better in the mech than it is even on a sub-ohm. But that just kind of, to me, tells me how much better coils have gotten in years past.
What you want to do is you go get yourself a TVF V4 smock. Whatever juice you put in it just tastes like you're vaping cardboard. It was just hopeless.
Well, I could just vape Amatorium if I want to taste that.
It's been on sale and it still hasn't gone.
Yeah, I know.
Head over to Vape Gems. Don't be rude to me, because he'll chuck you out like
that's right. Me. I forgot. It's a new year. We're supposed to treat him nice this year.
No, just the same.
It's not changed. Oh, is it? Hey Floyd, what's going on? Yeah.
I do actually see Dave quite a bit. Where is he?
Middle of renovations. He's down.
Oh yeah, I was watching him last night. He was doing a live stream, and to be really honest, it's his wife that's in the middle of renovations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dave's on doing a mixing show with Tim, and Mrs. Dave's doing renovations. Can't say fairer than that, can you?
No, well, I mean, if I could get mine to do that, I'll tell you what, that test you put on, I think that's the best show we've ever done. I even put it in a comment.
That what?
You put a test on. I don't know whether you know it or
I
not.
flicked it. I flicked it. Yeah. Was it talking at the time?
No, it just come up and all it would do was just circle in black, and that was it. So I put down best show ever and gave it a thumbs up.
Probably
someone put a like on it.
Plus that, well, yeah.
I put a like on it, but someone put a like on my comment.
Best show ever. It didn't last long.
It never came on. It just started dark with a circle running, and that's all it ever did.
What it was is OBS. The buttons for recording, because I use OBS to do all my recording. I don't mess about. Because there's all sorts of recording stuff you can use. You can use the editing software, and it's not as easy. So I just use OBS, because you can put the little things in. If you need to put the nicotine warning in, you can put that in. So I just use the OBS. I have all sorts of screens set up, but the two buttons are next to each other. And to be honest, that wasn't the easiest video I've ever done. It took forever. Catch you later, John. Nice to see you. Dusty Country Road, good evening. He's still called the chair. It's big going, sorry.
Yeah, Vic said bedtime, need to get up at 2 a.m.
Oh, bless him. So he's back at work again then. Sadly, his mother passed away. CET?
CET time.
I don't know what that is. Central European?
I guess, yeah, because that would be Central Eastern time here, which would be a mix between Central and Eastern. So I guess if it's now
must be
1:17, so Eastern's 1:17, Central be 2:17. So if it's Central Eastern, I guess it'd just be a half hour. It's like 1:47.
Yeah, he's an hour in front of us. That's what he is. So it'll be
6 hours. 6 hours in front of me.
Yeah, that's where he's in the Netherlands. Well, he's in Holland. So he's an hour in front of us.
Is it the Netherlands or the Netherlands?
No, it's Netherlands, but it's
because it's the Nether region. Is it the Nether region? Isn't it?
Well done. That didn't take you long. We've got that going again. The whole 5 minutes before you got onto it. What was it? I watched that back. I watched that show back with Vic. Watch it back, honestly. I howled. I've watched it back since, and I absolutely howled. That was one of the funniest things we've done, especially when what was your brother-in-law called? The one from Thailand. I can't remember how you came with Pete. That was it. My brother-in-law's called Pete. Well, you just watch it, honestly.
Well, I saw that where you put the short up. Yeah.
Oh dear. I've had some fun with those shorts. I did the one about the bin. It's got nearly 4,000 views.
With you sitting in the cab looking at a bin, yeah, I'm one of those views. I saw it.
There was another. There's a lot more. We've actually gained subscribers because of that.
A lot of people are interested in bins. I'll tell you.
Why? Oh, why? But anyway, I'm going to have to fill up because the only problem is with this microphone, for some reason, it doesn't have pick up vaping. What's this? Is that really bad?
No. I barely hear it.
Oh, that's not too bad. Obviously, anybody in chat, is the audio loud enough? It's just peeking over into the red. And there's no way of me telling that before I actually watched it back ages ago. Later and found out that you couldn't
peeking over into the red, so it's not like...
No, it's just going over.
No, I'm not peeking. Okay.
Not like peeking through your next door neighbour's window.
Yeah. Well, Red's here. I was trying to peek over into him. Speaking of that, hi Red, how you doing? We love you.
Hey, have we got any subscribers to give away? I don't think we've got any room, have we?
Subscribers to give away.
Memberships to give away.
A subscriber. Okay. I was going to say, yeah, let's give away. No, Net Reality's not a subscriber. We can't give them away.
Oh, no, we can't give him a membership. Membership gifting, membership super chats. No, you can't give any away yet. I think it was once a month, isn't it? You can give them away, and I just wondered if it came over onto the 1st of January. So unless it's a 4 week.
Good if I knew.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to. You're all right. We've got plenty. We've got 50 apparently, and it's not. By the looks of it, it's not guaranteed that the people in the chat are the ones that's going to get the gift.
Yeah,
it might be somebody that's never subscribed. Never watched a show for the last 2 years. And one day they'll put it on and they'll think, wow, I'm a member on there. Never even watched it.
But we love them.
That's probably why we lost about 5 subscribers the other day. I bet they all thought, I don't want to be a member of that shit.
Red says crystal clear in Norway. So
good.
How it is.
We're getting over there then. Well, the thing is, you see, you're listening to it through Zoom. You're not listening to it through OBS.
If the rest of you people can't hear us, move to Norway.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say.
Scott Wood, good evening to you.
I saw a thing on Facebook earlier today that I agreed with, but it's a little late to use it now. But it said if they would do New Year's Eve at 7:30, it would work a whole lot better for my schedule.
Brent, Beer Dividing Customs, Bagging Customs, he did a live stream, started about dinner time yesterday and went all the way through. Who we got? Ian, hang on, I just need to change. There we are, but nobody will be able to see you at the minute. There you are, they're seeing him.
Mr. Above the Clouds.
No, we don't need to gift anymore. There's loads of Big's got one anyway.
Yeah.
The vaping Brummy.
Yeah, that's working.
Noel's got one.
Oh, I just
Trevor
got to be
Leon.
able to hear you guys because I can't hear anything.
Can't you hear us?
Yeah, you can't hear anything.
Put your ears on, son.
You don't have any. You don't have anything in your ears.
Active speaker. Let's go through that.
Yeah.
We're not talking now. As soon as you get through, we're not talking anymore.
Yeah.
I can hear you
there we
now.
go. Okay.
Hello.
I can hear you too.
Oh no, Danger
they
Otter's
get-
got one. We've got to tell him we love him.
They were. They can hear you in Norway, by the way. So
Yeah,
careful
watch what
you
you're
say.
saying.
Yeah.
Loud and clear. How you doing, Ian? Nice to see you, mate.
All good, Mick?
Mm.
All good? You all right? Happy New Year to both of you?
And to you, yeah. We've had to change
everyone
the screen
else?
now. We've got a different vape gems on now, you see. Just make sure you're going over
I
there.
saw where you and Backwards Hat guy went live yesterday.
Who's
Yes.
that, Steve?
Briefly.
Was it
Yeah.
Steve?
Yeah, Backwards Hat guy. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a little live. We set StreamYard up, so it's supposed to be able to stream to Instagram, but it didn't work very well. So we got it's a work in progress.
I've never streamed to Instagram for a long, long time. I used to just do random things on anywhere, Facebook or anywhere,
Yeah, we tried some stuff. Me and you and Graham and shit.
Disco,
Hooked on
wasn't
Funk, remember?
it? Yeah,
No, it was Hook.
Disco as well. Didn't
Disco
we have
might
Disco
have been there
on
too.
on the
Because we
Facebook?
were on Facebook Live. We were on something
What did we
else
call that
live, and
thing?
I think we tried to go on Discord or something. I don't remember what.
Yeah,
it
that
was,
didn't really
but-
work. We've still got a Discord
No,
if you ever
it-
want to go in it. You'd be on your own, like. There's not really much going on in there.
Well, we couldn't. Nobody could figure out how to get in there and talk to each other, so it never did work. Discord's hard.
I've been on Discord with Doug over in. He's got a Discord. They're on there all the time, like most of the day. And you just pop in and out when you want to. Like people in Florida and there's people all over the world in there. Denmark, Holland.
I
everywhere.
have never been able to get Discord to work right.
I don't get on with Discord either.
Wait, so one-
The thing was, the one time I finally got in it just started bombarding my email
yeah, that's the only problem.
with so and so said hi, so and so said
Yeah.
hi, and then you'd go into where it was, and it would be somebody would come in and say hi everyone,
Yeah.
and they would send you an email saying that somebody messaged you, and it had nothing to do with you.
I found out the best way of doing Discord was not to download the app, but do it through the desktop. And then when you
found
finish
out.
with the desktop, then it goes away. Because otherwise, you'd be sat there and you'd be doing a video, trying to make a video, and you got this constant. And it doesn't matter how many times you turn them notifications off, it won't go away. If you want to come in time and if you've got the number,
just
I'll
not
send
to
you.
load Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
At all.
right. Yeah, don't bother with it. I rarely bother with it. I've got it on my phone as well. I use it sometimes. I might do it again earlier in the year when I've got a bit more time because it's been a bit busy recently, as you probably guess.
Letting the side down, I'm afraid. I'm sat here at 6:20 with a beer. I just thought I'd have one as I was going live with you guys.
Wow, can't believe it.
Past 6 with a beer already this year. Yes.
No, it's disgraceful.
I ain't had one yet this year.
Yeah.
I'm going
No,
to check
that's my
that.
first one this year, to be honest.
That's why I turned up early so I could, because Sue's in London. She's gone down to London to see the King. Hello, Matthew. How you doing? Nice to see you, mate. I've got you on my Facebook. I keep looking at your posts. He's got some beautiful stuff, Matthew. As Matthew was the one that won the purge in the one of the purges, the red one, in that stream that they did for Lou.
Oh, okay. That's
So
cool.
I sent it over to him, and it was there within 6 days, I think it was.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, it was surprising, really, because I didn't. I've got to be honest. I put decorative red copper tube or something on because it was solid copper. Decorative copper tube on the customs declaration, but anyway, got there within that amount of time, so it was good. That was a lot quicker than these things turn up in the UK, isn't it, nowadays?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Why am I zoomed in so much? That's what I'm on. I can't zoom out. I've tried as well.
It must be your end, it's not us.
Lean back from the camera.
You like that?
There you go. That's,
It's so we can see your beautiful face.
I mean, yeah, no one needs to see this.
do you
so,
have?
to be honest.
Do you have? It depends on what you're running. as far
I
as
have.
your-
I've got a stream cam and I've got Logi Tune. Is it?
You got
Logitech, you ought to be able to go into that and take it off. But then when you do, it'll
Capture.
tell you you're already using it in another thing, and you won't be able to do it right now unless you leave Zoom and come back.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm no good. I'm no good with Zoom. I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah, if you're already using the camera in an application and you try to make a change, it doesn't make the change until you leave that application and come back to it.
You should be able to, if you go to just to Zoom and click on Logitech Cam, it should do it. If you're using the capture, you can change it from capture to cam and it'll do it then.
I'm scared I might break it.
No, you won't.
Yeah, if you go into, you go down in left
video
bottom where it says stop video, and then you go to my Logic Capture is right in there.
Yeah, well, you ain't got to do. Yeah, but it will be in there. But you just click on the camera and
switch it like to HD Pro Webcam C920, and then bring it back to Logic Capture, and it will.
There you go.
Now you're back. There you
go.
I just clicked the HD button, and now it's all good.
Yeah.
Again. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Cheers, guys.
And we could see your Christmas tree. Can you see mine? It's here.
Where is it?
It never got. It's actually down here.
Oh, there it is.
I was going to say, mine's in a box over here in the other room here. If you want to see it,
that's
I can drag it in here.
That's exactly where ours is going to be tomorrow. Ours
come down the day after Christmas. I mean, it was
really bar humbug.
Yeah, the 26th. It was gone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I was going to take all ours down today, but we've had a really, really lazy day. We've been doing all sorts all over Christmas, so today we just decided just to stay indoors.
Yeah, that's it. I've never even been out the front door. The bin wants emptying, but it'll do tomorrow. I think I've decided what I'm cooking for tea. It's called Domino's.
Sounds brilliant to me.
And I'm going to wash it down with copious amounts of lager a bit later on.
Yeah.
Copious amounts. Oh, we're going to use big words this year.
Well, yeah, that's rather a lot. Have you had a good Christmas, everybody? Did you do much, or did you do nothing, or
everybody else, or all these lovely people?
No, you.
We had just like we have the normal get together Christmas Eve with all the family, and other than that, that's about all.
Yeah, we had obviously Christmas Day over at Lou's.
I saw
and then
the pictures.
I took the Thursday off, and then I went to my brother's and we went and had a curry and a few beers.
Sounds good.
Look at Jane, look, bar humbug didn't even put one up. Ugh. That reminds me, I was going to mix some liquid.
To your podcast. That was I like this little podcast you did. Quite interesting.
Well, 67
bar
people.
Humbug? No, is that
bar humbug,
against bars?
No, it's against Christmas. I think. Like I'm a bit of a Scrooge.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the second one I've done. I don't know if I'll do any more. It's just one of them things, isn't it? Sometimes you want to talk about things, and that was it. But
yeah, I've often thought about trying to do a little podcast just for a laugh.
It's not even a laugh, is it? You just do it if you want to do it. The thing is with your channel, it's all right saying, "Oh, well, it's a vape channel. I'm going to put vape things on it." But it's surprising how you'll get people to watch things that aren't vape related, and people that don't even vape. They will.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't do.
I'm going to start putting golf ball reviews on this channel.
Yeah, you want to do. You want to do. That's exactly what you want to do. If you want to put a golf ball review on there, you're more than welcome.
You're saying about Christmas. We literally spent. We were here, but we had lots of people coming to us this year. So
that way around.
Christmas Day, Boxing Day, different sides of the family. So that was all right. It's quite good.
Yeah, I think we're. Deek, good evening. Deek Factions Eat Liquid. No, Deek Factions. I can't even speak properly.
Piper Golf.
There we go. This channel is now sponsored by Piper Golf, where Bill 400 will get you quite a lot off.
I haven't tried them yet, so I can't do the review.
Well, was it free shit? Or do we have to put the promotion up, or did you buy them yourself?
No, I bought them, so it's not free shit. So
no free shit in Bill's area.
Yeah.
So obviously,
they're inexpensive shit. Does that count?
Oh, they're not expensive.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm going to try them. See, I'm always looking for a budget ball that still works
Exactly.
So that whenever you lose them, you're not thinking, well, there's $5 down the drain. You can think, oh, shit, that's 30 cents, no big deal. Pull another one out.
I've just had 2 drive shafts done on my car at £2,000, and it's actually cured the problem. It's very, very nice now.
2 drive shafts? How many drive shafts you got?
Well, you've got 2 as well, sadly. So if they go wrong, you want 2.
I was going to say,
we've got the same car bill.
Well,
if I do any more, they'll be under warranty because they're both brand new Ford products. It was half a clattering. I thought, oh God! And then I had it done, and then.
Don't even like take it in for an oil change.
Well, no. Thing is, I mean, I've done. Andy, good evening. Nice to see you, mate. Andy's a big guy. He's a bodybuilder. Graham fell in love with him last night.
Oh, okay. Deke Factions, Duffy.
Is he? That's Factions e-liquid, isn't it?
Yeah, Deke Duffy gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere does Deke.
Don't we all? That was a bit quick to react to. It must have been a different question. You know, when Ian just said Deke gets everywhere, and then within a second, Jane put, don't we all?
Don't we all?
But I think she was answering a different question.
I think she might have been. Unfortunately, you can't match the 2 up too easy.
Were they? Oh yeah, there was. Yeah. Well, they were also doing it in a straight line. Back on the right hand side one, Scott, as you obviously know, because that's what you do for a living. They've got 2 on, haven't they? And the longer one, and it was, even if you were just backing up, it was doing it. But it's strange because that car's only done 74,000 miles, and they started clacking at about 50.
You put a lot on that, haven't you?
What's that on that car?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's had a few bits, definitely.
I had more on mine when we started, and you're already 25,000
Oh,
miles.
right, on about miles. Yeah, I thought it was on about spare parts. Yeah, yeah.
No, I was talking about miles. Yeah.
Yeah, done 12, hasn't it, mine? Or 12 or 14 when I bought it, which was March 22. I used to do 60 a year, and I don't know
Octavia you've got.
No, not now. I've got the same as Bill's. Bill's got a. What's yours called, Bill?
I've got an Escape. He's got
Escape.
A Kuga.
Same car.
Cougar. I nearly got a Cougar instead of getting my Tiguan. Very nearly did.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice car, don't get me wrong. Mine's the top of the range leather, all that automatic. It's lovely.
Tiguan
nice
sounds like a cartoon character. I'm sorry, but
Tiguan,
it does.
You'll have the same car over there, Bill, just under a different name. Because it's
a Volkswagen, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, we have Volkswagen Tiguans.
Oh, you have them there, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, they're cartoon characters.
It's a good car. I do like it. It's probably the nicest to drive car I've owned.
Is it manual or auto?
No, the DSG gearbox.
Ah, nice.
Automatic.
Yeah, nice.
It's good.
7-speed
auto.
I
think it was on a karate movie. Patience Tiguan or something. No, it wasn't.
Tell us about Sniffing Pete. Did you watch that show here? We were on about single malts, and Vic was explaining about him being peaty, and he went, "Sniff Pete." He says, "My brother-in-law's called Pete." It was one of them. It was just so funny. It was one of them things. Oh, I don't know. Brilliant. Vic went very well yesterday. I don't think he finished his bottle of whiskey that we sent him, Bill.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we sent him a bottle of whiskey for Christmas, so we might have to go up there and drink it for him.
You've got the wrong guy. You know? Can't help you with the whiskey part.
Can't do whiskey.
Yeah. I don't. I can't do alcohol, basically, is what it comes down to.
I can never get the cold
back. Some medication that I take that alcohol just says no. From here up, I just get, it's like somebody takes a torch and just lights my head on fire when I try to drink now.
Yeah. That would be a blood pressure medication, probably.
And I used to, well, like shit, hell, I would drink at least the 6 every day. You know, I'd get off work in the afternoon, sit at home and drink, at least probably close to a 6-pack a day. And then now, like I said, I can't get 2 beers down. It's 2 7-ounce beers. I can't.
Graham can't do whiskey, not after yesterday.
Yeah. Ned can't do whiskey because it causes him to post songs on Facebook.
I love JD as well. And Woodford and Jim Beam and Jim Beam Black. And
so I can do bourbon. I can do that. I just can't do bourbon. Whiskey. Yeah. Can't do.
Well, if you can do, I can possibly do bourbon. If you'll buy me a bottle of this stuff, Ian, I would appreciate it to make.
You'd have a go. Definitely worth a go then.
Yeah, if you'll buy it for me, it was on sale. It was $10,000 off. I think it was like only 48 grand.
Yeah, I'm already wishing I hadn't bought bourbon up now.
Pappy Van Winkle. We were looking at it on Amazon, $48,000 or pounds.
$48,000 for a bottle. Yeah,
really.
And that was 10,000 off.
Yeah. So it's obviously even better than Amatorium.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
I only get Jack.
That's ridiculous.
I think even if you've got a lot of money, that's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's ridiculous. I mean,
this is stupid.
You can't get that much entertainment out of that bottle. I'm sorry.
What level would you have to be at before you could actually think, well, 48 grand on a bottle of whiskey is superb.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy.
That's what I'll get everybody for Christmas. Here, I got you all a bottle of.
Just imagine you got your house burgled and they didn't take the whiskey because they weren't alcoholic or they didn't drink. You know what I mean? It's like pinch your wallet with the
figure, though, if you sell one bottle, your profit's got to be 47 grand at least. Crazy.
Yeah. No.
Jane doesn't drink alcohol, but she drinks caffeine by the gallon.
Coffee fan.
I have to be careful with caffeine nowadays. Too much of that, and I go bright red and start panting like an old sheepdog. Crazy, really, isn't it?
I literally have about 3 cups of coffee a day, and that's it. And they're all early morning.
I do enjoy coffee. I've got one of those. Is it a Tassimo that George Clooney used to do? I've got one of them, and I can have one maybe or one every couple of days. But it also sets me acid off as well, so I have to be a bit careful. But I really do enjoy it.
I drink about 3 a day also. 3 pots.
Yeah. 3 pots.
Matter of fact, I just stopped drinking coffee here about a half an hour ago. I am now about this far down. I'm down to about here on a bottle of water. So if I drank that much, almost 2 o'clock.
I wouldn't sleep well Friday.
See, I can drink a pot of coffee and go to bed. I mean, I can. It doesn't. Okay. The caffeine does not seem to affect me now. And of course, I've been drinking coffee for years and years. And
I used
years,
to.
So
I used to use it. Obviously, being a cab driver, you get to 11 at night, you start to get a little bit like that. You've been up early and that. I used to. Tabitha, good evening. It is evening.
It's never helped me stay awake. I mean, I don't. It doesn't keep me awake. It doesn't help me stay awake. It doesn't. It's just a drink I enjoy. But I don't.
I enjoy it.
Anything out of it,
especially with a little tot of whiskey at the side of it. 1 coffee in the morning to wake me up, and that's me. Yeah, well, I'd say I'm mainly a tea drinker, and in the cab I usually make herbal tea, like a strawberry tea, because when it goes cold, it turns into a fruit juice. And, I just sip away at that all day. I don't drink a lot in the cab because obviously it's that time in my life now where I'd always be at the bloody bathroom.
People get the caffeine out of your tea. I mean, you get caffeine in tea.
Yeah, but this is fruit tea. Well, they always say there's more caffeine in normal tea than what there is in coffee.
Yeah, they do.
And the only thing that I know is tea is an iron inhibitor. I do know that, but other than
what does that mean?
Yeah, I used to give blood. I mean, I used to go give blood quite frequently. And I was painting a house that I lived in, and I had made a bunch of iced tea. And I mean, I drank the tea constantly because I'm in the house, I'm painting, I'm drinking the tea, I'm doing whatever else. And then like the next day I go to give blood, which I had done numerous times. And whenever you go in, they prick your finger, check your iron level to make sure you can give. And she's like, your iron level's too low, you can't give. And I'm like, I give all the time. I don't know. She's like, have you been drinking tea by any chance? And I was like, yeah, I drank a couple of gallons of it yesterday because I painted out. She's like, well, stop drinking tea and come back in a week. So I stopped drinking tea, went back, and my iron count was back up, and I was able to
Wow.
get. But she told me it's an iron inhibitor. It will actually inhibit your iron levels.
Oh,
I
okay.
think you have to watch out with green tea because I think there's some medication that upsets. I can't remember what medication it is because my dad decided to start drinking it, and he went to the doctors over something. Said, "Oh, you'll have to stop doing that because of his age group and what he had wrong with him already, not anything else." Because, but I can't even remember what it was. What was in it?
Yeah, it's quite
When
like
did you drink dishwater to get the comparison, Dick?
do love a cup of tea. I love a cup of tea
I
with
do.
anything like cake related, biscuit related. Then I have to
Yeah.
have a cup of tea. I have to.
I drink it. I just love tea. I've got a 22 ounce because I went onto Amazon looking for another because I broke my American coffee cup, so I wanted a big coffee cup, and I got a 22 ounce, which is like a bucket, and I could do sort of more or less do two of them first thing in the morning. So there must be 3.5 pints or something like that, 3 pints.
Mm.
And then I don't drink a lot in the daytime, but then sometimes I'll come in and have two of them before I go to bed as well. So, you know.
The other thing is net, by the way, I that whipped the stuff that you're supposed to be able to take the whipped cream flavor, the SSA stuff, and then it's just tastes like whipped cream that basically tasted like butter when I made it.
Yeah.
I put some super sweet in it, and it's taken some of that bite out and calmed it down. It's much, much closer to whipped cream than it's ever been. I'll say that.
It's a lot better than butter then.
Yeah, it got rid of the harsh butter flavor. I can still taste it back there, but it's more like a whipped cream now, but I had to add like 0.5 super sweet to it.
Wow. I don't really mix it. I've only ever had one bottle of cream, and that was the one that I shove.
Well, this one
I
here
should
you
be about
do. You just
12%
put
in.
the cream in it, nothing else. The cream at I think Graham did it at 14 and said it tastes like it, but he said you could do it. I think I did it at 10 or 11, and it just tastes like butter, But after I put the super sweet in it and then gave it a couple of days, it started calming down some.
That's interesting what Matt's just said. It's great to know my father-in-law has had to have many infusions recently, and iron is always mentioned as being low. Not once have they asked him about his tea intake. He drinks about 5 cups a day. You never know, Matt. It might be worth just mentioning it to him. He'll be right fed up with you though when he finds out he can't have a cup of tea.
Yeah, I wouldn't mention it if I was you.
Depends.
There's certain things you just have to. But yeah, it is an iron inhibitor.
It just depends what age group he is.
Lost Ian.
Bye, Ian.
He's below the clouds.
He's upset all the. We'll have to go back to. He's probably lost his internet, or he's got fed up.
He's went below the clouds, is what's happening.
Anyway, we'll have to go back to 2.
Yeah.
Well, we could go back to nothing. That'd be easier, probably, then if he comes back. There we are. Just me and you. No backgrounds, just a grey square, like the old days. I was thinking, I was when I was doing that video earlier, I was on about all sorts of things about when we used to have the headsets and that, and we could never get them loud enough, which I found out, or I think somebody told me about afterwards, that we could have turned the audio up in OBS. We'll have to do a special headset show one night and see if we can actually get him to sound anywhere good.
I've got these here, so I can.
That's the one. You got the one with the microphone on. Yeah, I've still got the original ones over there.
Yeah, but these are those good ones, but they're real basic.
His internet's gone. He has got a pretty dodgy internet signal where he is. They do struggle.
Yeah.
We're not staying too long anyway. We just thought I'd pop in and say hello to everybody, just to put a bit of a show on because we haven't done a show. Well, I did a bit of a live stream last week. I've done a couple of reviews.
Today is Monday, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Everybody's back to work
our
tomorrow.
Normal day, anyhow.
It is, yeah.
Early.
Yeah, we are just early. I didn't know if I'd make it, to be honest, because I didn't know. I thought Sue would be home by now, but it turns out that the train went 8 o'clock, so she's not be home about 10:30. I expected her being a sort of fairly sort of tea time-ish, so I didn't want to commit to anything because I hadn't seen her for a couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's at work, so.
Is she? Yeah. Well, Sue's off this week. Normally we would be going to Spain probably tomorrow or something like that, but obviously we've got nothing planned because of Lou. Although she is going to Australia next month. She's going to nip over to see Brogan.
That Keen, I think, is probably the easiest and best that I've had. And I didn't actually get that. That was the one I traded. Basically, I didn't trade. I sent Disco the Kennedy. She sent me this. So,
yeah.
I didn't actually purchase this, but it's a nice little mod.
Yeah, they're good. It depends what the switch is like. Sometimes you need to just take them apart and get some metal polish.
Real easy. I mean, this is like simple. You push it, and there's no pushing back against you. No, don't touch me going on or anything else. It's like, oh, okay, I'll work.
Yeah, just as easy as that. Yeah, it just works.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do get that because I mean they weren't an expensive mod, were they? About 60 over here, I think.
No, they're not, but it feels good in the hand. It's heavy somewhat, but it's max, but should be, but it feels good in the hand and it works fine. You know what the thing is I've got, probably isn't going to last me real long because I forgot I put the wrong. I've got 40 T's and I've got a 40 T in there.
All right.
When I got ready to put this thing together, this thing takes 2700s instead
of
21.7.
Yeah, I've got them. Yeah.
So I had 3 stacks and I went to put one in and they were too fat. They wouldn't go. And then I got to looking at them and they're 21.700s, they're not 2700s, but they're 40 T's.
Wow.
And I'm not sure why I've got 2 21.700 40 T's.
I can't remember.
Because everything I usually got was 30s because most mechs work better with a 30 than they do a 40.
Yeah. I can't remember. I can remember you buying them, but I can't remember
why.
I
got 2 40 T's, but I did for some mod. It needed 40 T's, but I don't remember which one it was.
Wow.
So if anybody in chat can remember back 3-4 years ago when I bought,
you need to pop up back on one of the shows. I can't even think what you got them for. I know they're definitely 2700s, and sometimes if you rewrap the batteries, they don't really want to go in. But if you put your fingers inside take the bottom off that Luxottics, put your fingers in. There's two plastic battery wraps in there.
Yeah, the thing. Well, it's like this one, the Legend. There's one side in this that's always tight. It's hard to get the battery out of. Yeah.
All right. Put it back on. He's not coming back in.
I don't think so.
Is it gone? That's what happens with internet sometimes. Mine's been all right. I've got a bit of
his internet died, and no one's been able to type in chat since. Weird.
They'll all be sat there. They've all been out last night, and they're all a little bit rough, and they're not feeling too good. And it's that day of the year when everybody's like, oh no, and they've got to go back to work tomorrow. They'll be polishing the shoes already and thinking, oh no, I've got all that to do. Unless we went off about 10 minutes ago. Hungover, yeah, exactly. Oh, that was you. You're not hungover, you don't drink. I remember.
Well, what you all call the green sticks, I can still do those. You know?
Yeah, stick with them. At least you don't put weight on with them, unless you eat loads of cake afterwards.
You can do that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it always used to, that green stuff used to make me hungry. I could just eat forever, like a conveyor belt eating.
So, what's the Mcaster thing then? What is it supposed to?
It's an audio mixer.
Kind of pickled. So it's an audio mixer, but is it going to help you during shows? What are you using it for?
It's what your audio goes through. The way I did it before was I had what they call an audio box, which the only thing that serves to do is to mix a guitar and a microphone, or you need something to run one of these microphones through to actually make it work on a computer. But with this one, it's like a graphic equalizer built into it and all. You can actually change. I'll just show you. See what I mean. You might
so it's like a boost instead of. Yeah. It's like a boost instead of.
Well, you need a boost anyway. because you've got to have for these microphones to go into a computer, you need to have something so you can turn the output up. But with an equalizer, you can also change the tones of them and stuff like that. And with the audio box that I had, you had to use the thing that was on OBS. So like if you went in Benny's, then the microphone didn't sound right because it weren't set up properly, because there's no way of setting it up to go into somebody else's show. But by using this, there should be. It should work. So we'll see when I go into somebody else's.
So the difference will be when you're in something that's not OBS related.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I just go into Zoom, in somebody else's Zoom, to go on to somebody else's show or into Streamlabs or
if
something
you
like
just
that.
went live on YouTube with Zoom.
Yeah.
Because you can do that, right? Yeah. Didn't we used to do that when we first started?
Yeah, we did,
Just
yeah.
went straight into Zoom. Yeah.
It's not the best way of doing it, though, is it, really? It was a bit lame.
No.
You couldn't put a tab up. GT Twincam, good evening. Nice to see you. Legion Centre.
Yeah,
apparently.
but that's when it would work, is what I meant. It would have helped you
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
You wouldn't
yeah.
be able to do that otherwise. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
what's
see.
for.
I was just wondering exactly what I thought. Maybe we were going to have all kinds of. You were going to have wah-wah pedal sounds and stuff like that, or you could make it sound robotic, or
You can do that, but I don't think it's really me. I'm probably about 30 years too old for that.
Okay.
It was more the rest of it. You can. There's a few. I'll just show you. There is a few. I can't really see it from here, to be honest, but.
Thought maybe you were going to be like Peter Frampton and start talking through your guitar or something.
Well, that's on Deepcaster, which puts a bit of
feel
tone.
like we do or something?
That's on Deepcaster, but you can actually turn up that to make it sound more deep, if you know what I mean. You can put it on Broadcaster, and then if you turn that off, that it probably, I don't know, it definitely changes it when you're listening to it through a thing. And there's.
Weird thing is, you turned it, and I think it changed the focus on your camera.
Yeah.
No, it's where you leaned farther up. It's like it was weird because everything behind you kind of readjusted on the focus.
So that's the sound that AM radio used to make, apparently, if you turn it up full blast.
You got the gray sign behind you. Let me check my something.
Give a shit a
Nope.
meter.
Oh, give a shit a meter. Nope, not working or something. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Max sent me.
And now you're a little difficult to hear because you're leaned up past your microphone.
I'm on the wrong one.
You're on the wrong mic. While Mick wrestles with the alligator, we'll be going to a word from our sponsor. Mech Life. Oh,
Mech Life.
Mech Elbow now.
You can get Mech Elbow now. You're back on it. Yeah, that was the original one I was on. Sorry, I was turning the wrong number in. Here we go.
Good.
That's what I had it set on before. But you can mess about it. But the only trouble is, I did actually put a thing in. On the other audio boxes that have come through that I've bought, there's always been a big long lead with them. This particular one, it's a Type-C USB cable, which is about that long. So it's not strictly, it's only just meets the computer. So why they did that, I don't know. Whether they think everybody's got the computer on the desk next to them, I don't know. But
You need one like this.
that's exactly what I need, and that's the way it should be as well, shouldn't it? That's what they should have sent, really. But for some reason, they've skinned it out on a £1.50 and not bothered. So.
Well, it's take a bigger box, but you'd have to wrap this up and get it in there.
But it was 89 quid, and the audio box I bought the other week was 75, which the only thing that does is make your microphone work. So there's no real other value at all. Whereas this one, it's got a mixing thing on it. There's certain things where, like if you were doing sort of live streams on your own and people were sending financial donations, when they're set up, you can give them a round of applause by pressing the button and stuff like that. But I won't really have to that. If I turn my stereo on now, I will cream over...
That sensual, bassy voice.
That's all right. It's just in the way. I've got the love out in the way. Whenever they ask you about the love art, please tell them to get rid of it. It's a bloody nuisance.
Because all it does is makes it so you can't read the end of the chat line that was just typed in chat. That's what it basically does.
I've just
only purpose it serves.
Yeah, none at all. I've just actually pulled the page out and now I can see. Well, let's read it off again. If I turn my stereo on now, I'll cream over that sensual bassy voice through that shower. I've actually got him on my Facebook. We were chatting the other day on about audio boxes.
Yep, take care of Dusty.
And he put me through to one, and after it's finished, catch you later, Dusty. Nice to see you, mate. We're not going to stay too long anyway. I'm going to stay for now. And then I looked at the price of that, and then all of a sudden I went into my emails, and I got an email through saying that this was on sale. So that seems a bit strange, doesn't it? Good old Apple. They know exactly what you're even thinking of buying now. No ladies, bless him. So did you go out dancing for New Year's Eve?
I told you. Yeah, I danced with my eyelids closed. I was sleeping by 10:30 last night. So I was in bed an hour and a half before. Well, obviously, the good thing here is nobody makes any noise or anything, so it's not like we don't do fireworks or nothing around here on New Year's Eve. So
we had quite a few fireworks, but they only lasted about 10 minutes. Everybody let the fireworks off at once, and then got it over with, so that was done. The Christmas, the Friday before Christmas was very busy. The Saturday before Christmas was very busy. Obviously, Christmas Eve was a Sunday night. That was reasonably busy. Then I didn't work Christmas Day, obviously. I went back out on Boxing Day, and that was a little bit steady this year compared to other years. Then we just went on as normal sort of thing. And then it came to last Friday, and it was absolutely mad busy. Saturday night was reasonably busy till about 12 o'clock, and then it was as if everybody had turned the old town off and had gone home. And then New Year's Eve was what it was. There was a lot of people booked in the hours, when they wanted to leave the pub between sort of 12 and 10 past 1, I think. Yeah. And then after that was it. Nobody else rang. So I finished. I got back into town. I went and took somebody out of town at about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and then I got back about 2:30. And then I made a steady ride up, and I just, that was me done then. I didn't have anything.
When we were doing the New Year's thing, we would just do a package thing at a hotel, basically somewhere. You paid one price, you got a band for your wrist, you got your drinks, you got a band, you got,
It's good, isn't it?
You got a bottle of champagne in the room, you got a free breakfast, you got a whatever else. We just booked one, and then that way you don't have to drive or go anywhere or whatever else. You just got drunk and then went up in the room and fell into bed.
That makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then after you threw up, you didn't have to clean it. And they had that mess. It was great.
Apparently, according to John's wife, he wasn't too well last night. He peaked a little early, about 9 o'clock time. He was casting away, coming out with all sorts of crap. And then she came home from work and she had somebody else to look after, so he was probably a bit sore today. We had a rack of lamb at my granddad's. Very nice family gathering. I was actually invited out for tea tonight, but I've not spent any time in this room at all in the last 2 weeks. I've been that busy. And I was quite looking forward to being home alone. Because sometimes you are, aren't you? Yeah. Sometimes
I do it all the time. So it's, I really enjoy it. I mean, it is nice. That was why I used to get up early in the morning, because that was the peaceful, quiet time. 4 o'clock in the morning, you could get up and you'd have a few hours before everybody else come alive and everything else, and it was great. Now I don't have to bother with it because I can just be here by myself, so I don't have to try to get up early to get the time.
There's only me and Sue here, obviously, but it's like she works nights, I work sort of nights, and then I don't get up very early. So I'll get up about 10 o'clock and I'll go down, and I just like that hour and a half before she gets up in the morning. I'll sit there, I'll be vaping away, looking at crap on my phone, and then she'll get up and we have a chat for a bit, and then I, go and get showered and get on with my day. But it is nice sometimes just to be completely on your own and not have to worry about what other people are thinking about.
Yeah, unless you're Graham.
Well, yeah, he quite likes being on his own.
Yeah, he goes out. He goes out a lot. Yeah.
Well, he does now because he's selling things and he keeps going around to the post office every time he sells something. Yeah, pop over to Vape Gems if you haven't. We'll have a look, see what Graham's doing. He's trying his hardest, bring community suppliers together, people, small businesses, and that type of thing at the right price. And if obviously we're still really big friends and sponsored by somewhat by Dispergo, where Bill 20 will get you 20% off. Dispergo branded e-liquids, and they've got the guarantee as well. So if you don't like what you've bought, they will even swap it for you. So it's just nice to support. Obviously, it's coming up to January now, and all the businesses have still got the same outgoings in January as what they did have for the rest of the year. So it'd be nice if you could support them if that's what you're looking for, and obviously save yourself a few bob if you're not doing if you haven't got a lot left after Christmas. So that's my statement for today. So right, we're going to nip off anyway. Thanks ever so much for popping in, everyone, just to come in and say hello. Believe in yourself. Grateful for the whole lot of you.
Deal with it, eh?
I need to get to the opticians as well. Things aren't going too well. I need to either get a bigger screen or another pair of glasses. I think these are getting a little bit. Oh, actually, I can see through without them today. It's just they're at that level. I think that I don't know. I'm blue. Thanks, Mick. What, you fed up? You've been blue for ages, I think, Dusty. Everybody's bloody blue or green or something. It's one of them sort of places in here. Like it's. I sort of went on the idea if everybody's got a wrench, then nobody can mess each other about, and it seemed to have worked out all right over here. But anyway, like I said, we're going to go. Thanks ever so much for popping in. We just thought we'd pop in and say hello to you. Well, I was going to pop in and say hello, and then when Bill was there, it was just as easy I was going to ask him, but I thought he'd disappeared. But anyway, so it's nice to see you all again. We're back as normal next Monday. I'm not going away this year, or not going away this January. Might have to go away at some point, but so we'll pop in everywhere then. Thanks ever so much. Happy New Year to you all, and may your year only get better and better. If I can even find the vape show end, it'll be even better. Oh, it's not. It's a different one. It's a live stream end. It's not a vape show. This one, it's a live stream. So there we go. Thanks for seeing it. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. We'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.
Cheers.